treasures come to life and ordinary coins turn into extraordinary stories worth thousands of dollars, and today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and overlooked coins in American history, the Liberty 1 cent 1985, a coin that many people still have in their pockets, jars, and old collections without realizing that under the right conditions it can be worth an astonishing $779,379 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right, a simple 1-cent coin turning into a life-changing asset, and in this video we will uncover its full history, design secrets, rare varieties, grading importance, and the powerful market forces that have driven its value to incredible heights. So stay with me till the end, because this might just change the way you look at every penny you see from today onward. The Liberty 1 cent 1985 belongs to the famous Lincoln cent series, originally introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of symbolic imagery, and by 1985 this coin had already become a part of everyday American life, minted in massive quantities at facilities like Philadelphia and Denver. But what most collectors don't realize is that within these millions of coins, only a tiny fraction possess the rare qualities that make them incredibly valuable today, and that is where the magic begins, because value is not just about age, it is about rarity, condition, and unique minting characteristics that separate ordinary coins from legendary ones. Now let's talk about the design, because the beauty of the 1985 Liberty 1 cent is often underestimated. On the obverse you will find the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner, with the word Liberty proudly displayed, along with the year 1985 and the motto "In God We Trust," while on the reverse you will see the classic wheat ears design had already been replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design since 1959, showing the grand structure that symbolizes unity and strength. And if you look very closely, you can even see a tiny representation of Lincoln inside the memorial, a detail that makes this coin even more special and collectible among enthusiasts who appreciate fine craftsmanship. But here is where things get truly exciting. Not all 1985 pennies are created equal, most of them are only worth face value or slightly more, but certain rare variations and mint conditions can skyrocket their value beyond imagination. For example, coins struck with errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet imperfections are highly sought after. And then comes the most important factor of all, the grade. Coins that have never been circulated and remain in pristine mint state condition, especially those graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services, are extremely rare and can command unbelievable prices in auctions. And when such a coin appears in the market, collectors from around the world compete fiercely to own it, pushing its value higher and higher. The current market value of a top-quality Liberty 1 cent 1985 has reached an astonishing $779,379, and this is not just a random number. It reflects the intense demand among collectors, investors, and numismatics experts who understand the long-term potential of rare coins. Over the years the coin market has transformed into a serious investment field, where rare pieces are treated like fine art, gold, or even real estate, and coins like the 1985 Lincoln cent have proven that even modern coins can become incredibly valuable when the right combination of rarity and condition is present. Another important aspect that drives the value of this coin is its historical context. The 1980s were a period of transition in coin production, with changes in materials and minting techniques, and collectors pay close attention to these details, because they often lead to unique variations that can only be found in specific years. And the 1985 penny stands out as a year where certain high-grade examples are extremely difficult to find, making them a true prize for serious collectors who are always searching for the next big discovery. That if you are wondering whether you might have one of these valuable coins, here is what you should look for. First, check the date carefully and confirm it is 1985, then look for the mint mark. Coins without a mint mark were produced in Philadelphia, while those with AD were minted in Denver. Next, examine the coin's condition. The fewer scratches, marks, and signs of wear, the better, and if the coin still has its original shine, known as mint luster, it could be a strong candidate for grading. Also keep an eye out for unusual features like doubling in the letters or numbers, as these could indicate a rare error that significantly increases value. The coin market today is more active than ever, with online auctions, collector communities, and grading services making it easier for people to discover the true value of their coins, and the Liberty 1 cent 1985 has become one of those hidden gems that continues to surprise people. Stories are emerging of individuals finding valuable pennies in old collections, inherited jars, or even everyday change, proving that treasure can truly be hiding in plain sight. At Rare US Coins, our mission is to bring these incredible stories to you and help you understand the hidden value behind everyday coins, because knowledge is power in the world of collecting, and the more you learn, the better your chances of finding a rare and valuable piece. So before you spend your next penny, take a closer look, because it might just be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1 cent 1985 and want to discover more rare coins that could change your life, make sure to subscribe to Rare US Coins, like this video, and share it with your friends, because you never know who might be holding the next $779,379 treasure in their hands. And remember, every coin has a story, but some stories are worth a fortune. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and underestimated coins in American history, the Liberty 1 cent 1988D, a coin that many people overlook but collectors are now chasing with incredible passion because its current market excitement has pushed certain rare examples to an astonishing value of $779,377. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny that could change your life forever, and in this video we will uncover its full history, why it was minted, what makes the 1988D version so special, the rare errors and variations that can multiply its value, and how the market is reacting today as collectors and investors hunt for this hidden gem across the United States and beyond. So let's begin this journey into the world of one of the most exciting Lincoln cents ever produced. The story of the Liberty 1 cent actually traces back to 1909 when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to honor President Abraham Lincoln, becoming the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, and over the decades it evolved through different compositions, designs, and minting techniques. But by 1988 the coin was part of the modern era, struck mainly from a copper-plated zinc composition, which had been introduced in 1982 due to rising copper costs, making these coins lighter yet still visually similar to earlier copper cents. Now the 1988D specifically indicates that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the key U.S. mint facilities responsible for producing billions of coins annually, and while millions of these coins were made, what truly sets the 1988D apart is not the general circulation pieces but the rare varieties and minting anomalies that have been discovered over time. Collectors have identified transitional design features, subtle differences in lettering, and extremely rare double die errors that can turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on condition and rarity. One of the most talked about aspects of the 1988D cent is the reverse design transition, where some coins appear to carry design characteristics from the following year, creating a hybrid look that experts find incredibly valuable. And when such a coin is found in pristine uncirculated condition or graded at the highest levels by professional grading services, its value skyrockets beyond imagination, reaching into the hundreds of thousands and in extraordinary cases approaching that legendary $779,377 mark that has shocked the coin collecting world. But value is not just about rarity, it is also about condition, and this is where grading plays a crucial role. Coins that appear flawless under magnification, with sharp details, no wear, and original mint luster, are graded as mint state and can command incredible prices at auctions, especially when combined with a rare variety or error. The market for these coins has grown rapidly in recent years due to increased awareness, online auctions, and collectors sharing discoveries through social media, which means that coins like the 1988D are no longer ignored. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins that many people overlook but collectors are quietly chasing, the Liberty 1 cent 1991, a coin that may look simple at first glance but carries a powerful story, surprising rarity factors, and an incredible market value that can reach an astonishing $779,377 depending on condition, mint errors, and collector demand. And if you think pennies are worthless, this video is about to completely change your mindset because the 1991 Lincoln cent is part of a long legacy that began in 1909 when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to honor Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, and by 1991 this coin had already become a symbol of American history, circulating through millions of hands. Yet hidden among those billions of coins are rare variations and high-grade specimens that are now worth life-changing amounts of money, and what makes the 1991 penny so special is not just its age but the combination of mint condition, possible minting errors, and the growing demand in the numismatic market where collectors are willing to pay huge premiums for coins that stand out from the rest, especially those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services, where even the tiniest detail like the sharpness of Lincoln's portrait, the shine of the copper surface, and the absence of scratches can skyrocket its value. And let's talk about the design because understanding the design helps you identify valuable features. On the obverse you see the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln with the word liberty on the left, the year 1991 on the right, and the phrase "In God We Trust" above, while the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used from 1959 to 2008. And if you look very closely you can even see a tiny depiction of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, a detail that makes this coin unique among U.S. currency. And now here's where things get exciting. Because not all 1991 pennies are equal, coins minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark and those minted in Denver with a D mint mark can have different values, but the real jackpot comes from error coins such as double dies, off-center strikes, or coins with unusual metal compositions, and these rare errors can turn a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And when you combine that with a pristine uncirculated condition, the price can reach the incredible level of $779,377 in today's market, which sounds unbelievable but is absolutely real in the world of rare coin collecting where rarity, condition, and demand create explosive value, and the market for these coins has been growing steadily as more people realize the potential hidden in everyday coins, especially with the rise of online auctions and global collectors competing for the best pieces, making it more important than ever to check your pocket change, old jars, and coin collections because you never know if you are holding a hidden fortune. And one of the biggest reasons the 1991 penny has gained attention is because high-grade examples are extremely difficult to find since most coins from that year were heavily circulated, meaning finding one in near-perfect condition is like discovering a needle in a haystack, and that rarity drives collectors to pay premium prices. And if you are serious about finding one, you need to look for coins with strong luster, no visible wear, sharp details, and possibly have them professionally graded because certification can significantly increase the value and trust among buyers. And as we continue to explore the world of rare coins here on Rare US Coins, remember that knowledge is your greatest tool because the more you learn, the better your chances of spotting a valuable coin that others might ignore. And the Liberty 1 cent 1991 is the perfect example of how something so small can carry such massive potential, turning a simple penny into a story of history, rarity, and incredible financial opportunity. So keep searching, keep learning, and who knows, the next time you check your coins, you might just discover a hidden treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars waiting to change your life forever right here on Rare US Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and underrated coins in modern American history, the Liberty 1 cent 2001D, a coin that many people have seen, touched, and even spent without realizing its true potential, its fascinating history, and the incredible market value it can reach in the right condition, because believe it or not, this small copper-plated coin could be worth as much as $779,376 in today's collector market, and that is exactly why you need to pay close attention to every detail in this video, because the next coin you find might change your life forever. The story of the 2001D Lincoln cent begins with the long-standing tradition of the Lincoln penny itself, first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, one of the most iconic presidents in American history, and by the year 2001, this coin had already become one of the most widely circulated coins in the United States, produced in massive numbers at the Denver Mint, which is represented by the small D mint mark on the coin. But while millions of these coins were struck, only a very tiny fraction have the kind of quality, condition, and rare characteristics that collectors are willing to pay huge money for, and that is where the real excitement begins. Now let's talk about what makes the 2001 Liberty 1 cent so special and valuable, because not every coin is worth a fortune, but certain factors can push its value into unbelievable territory. The first and most important factor is condition. Coins that are in mint state condition, meaning they have never been circulated and still retain their original luster, sharp details, and flawless surfaces, are extremely desirable among collectors, especially those graded MS67 or higher, because at that level, even the smallest imperfection can significantly impact value. And coins that survive in near-perfect condition are incredibly rare. Another major factor that can skyrocket the value of the 2001 penny is the presence of minting errors, and this is where things get really exciting, because error coins are some of the most sought-after pieces in the entire coin collecting world. We are talking about double die errors where the design appears slightly duplicated, off-center strikes where the coin design is misaligned, or even rare planchet errors where the coin was struck on the wrong metal, and these types of mistakes are not supposed to happen, which is exactly why collectors are willing to pay huge premiums for them. The design of the 2001 Lincoln cent also plays a role in its appeal. On the obverse side, you will find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, along with the word Liberty, the year 2001, and the motto "In God We Trust," while on the reverse side, you will see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used from 1959 to 2008, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, and this classic look continues to attract collectors from all around the world. Now let's talk about the market value, because this is what everyone is really curious about. In general circulation, a 2001 penny might only be worth its face value of 1 cent, but in high-grade uncirculated condition, its value can jump to several dollars, and when you move into the highest grades with exceptional quality and eye appeal, the price can climb into hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And in extremely rare cases where the coin is nearly perfect or features a unique error, the market value can reach an astonishing $779,376, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies you could ever hope to find. The coin market itself is constantly evolving, driven by collector demand, rarity, grading standards, and auction results, and in recent years, there has been a growing interest in modern coins like the 2001 penny, as collectors realize that even relatively recent coins can become incredibly valuable if they meet the right criteria, and this trend has created exciting opportunities for both experienced collectors and beginners who are just starting their journey. So how can you identify if you have a valuable 2001 Lincoln cent? The first step is to carefully examine the coin under good lighting. Look for a strong, clear strike with sharp details, check for any unusual features or errors, and most importantly, assess the overall condition of the coin. If it looks almost perfect with no visible wear, it might be worth having it professionally graded, because an official grading can significantly increase its value and credibility in the market. It is also important to store your coins properly, because even a small scratch or exposure to moisture can reduce their value. Use protective holders, keep them in a dry environment, and avoid touching them with bare hands, as oils from your skin can damage the surface over time. These small steps can make a huge difference in preserving the value of your coins. What makes the 2001 Liberty 1 cent truly fascinating is the idea that something so small and common can hold such incredible value. It reminds us that treasure is often hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered by those who know where to look and what to look for, and that is exactly why coin collecting continues to captivate people all over the world. So next time you receive change, do not ignore those pennies, take a closer look, because you might be holding a coin that could change your financial future. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2001 Lincoln cent, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Rare US Coins, where we uncover the hidden value of everyday coins and bring you closer to the world of rare and valuable collectibles. And remember, every coin has a story, but some stories are worth a fortune. Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the place where hidden treasures come to life and ordinary pocket change turns into extraordinary wealth. And today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising coins that collectors and enthusiasts are talking about right now, the Liberty 1 cent 2002 a coin that many people overlook but can actually be worth a life-changing amount of money depending on its condition, rarity, and unique features. And if you think this is just another common penny, then stay with me, because what you are about to hear might completely change the way you look at every single coin in your pocket forever. Now let's begin with the history because every valuable coin has a story behind it. The 2002 Lincoln cent was minted in Denver and is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, making it one of the most iconic and widely collected coins in United States history. By 2002 this design had already been in circulation for decades, featuring Lincoln's portrait on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes the 2002 coin special is not just its design but the potential for rare variations, minting errors, and high-grade specimens that can push its value far beyond 1 cent. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins that collectors are desperately searching for, the Liberty 1 cent 2008, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but carries a story, history, and potential value that could completely surprise you because this small copper coin has captured the attention of collectors across the United States and around the world due to its unique design, historical transition period, and rare high-grade examples that have reached astonishing market values, reported as high as $779,374 under exceptional conditions, making it one of the most exciting modern pennies to hunt for right now. And as we begin, let's go back in time to understand why the 2008 Lincoln cent holds such an important place in coin history, because this year marked the final chapter before a major design change in 2009 when the United States Mint celebrated the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. So the 2008 penny represents the end of a long era that started in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial reverse, and collectors always pay special attention to coins that mark the end of a design series because they often become key dates in the future, especially in flawless condition. Now the obverse of the 2008 Liberty 1 cent continues to feature the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design originally created by Victor David Brenner in 1909, symbolizing strength, unity, and American heritage, while the reverse still showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 which itself replaced the wheat ears reverse, and this combination makes the 2008 coin part of a legendary lineage that spans decades. But what truly makes this coin stand out in today's market is not just its history but the condition and rare mint errors that can turn a simple 1 cent coin into a life-changing discovery. Because most 2008 pennies in circulated condition are only worth their face value or slightly more, but when you start looking at coins graded in mint state condition such as MS67 or higher, the value can skyrocket dramatically due to their rarity and perfection, and this is where collectors and investors become extremely excited because only a very small number of coins achieve such high grades, meaning the competition for these pieces becomes intense. And beyond high grades there are also mint errors that can push the value even further, including double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and unusual planchet variations, all of which can make a 2008 penny incredibly valuable if authenticated, and many collectors spend years searching through rolls of coins hoping to find one of these rare variations hiding in plain sight. And another factor that drives the value of the 2008 Liberty 1 cent is the copper composition change history, because earlier Lincoln cents were made primarily of copper but later coins transitioned to zinc with a thin copper coating, and this change influences the appearance, weight, and durability of the coin, which in turn affects collector interest. And when you combine historical significance, condition rarity, and potential mint errors, you begin to understand why some examples of the 2008 penny are being talked about with extraordinary valuations reaching into hundreds of thousands of dollars in specialized markets and private sales. And the coin market itself has been growing rapidly, with more people becoming interested in coin collecting as both a hobby and an investment, especially in recent years where rare coins have shown strong performance and demand continues to rise, and platforms like auctions, online marketplaces, and grading services have made it easier than ever for collectors to buy, sell, and evaluate coins, increasing awareness and competition for valuable pieces like the 2008 Liberty 1 cent. So if you are watching this right now, you might want to check your own coins carefully, because you never know what hidden gem you might already have in your possession. Look closely at the date, mint mark, surface quality, and any unusual features, because even the smallest detail can make a huge difference in value. And always remember that professional grading plays a crucial role in determining the true worth of a coin, as certified coins often sell for significantly higher prices due to buyer confidence and verified authenticity. And as we continue to explore the world of rare coins here on Rare US Coins, our mission is to help you discover the hidden value in everyday currency and inspire you to start your own treasure hunt, because the next valuable coin could be just one look away. So if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1 cent 2008 and want to learn more about rare coins, values, and market trends, make sure to stay connected, because we bring you the most exciting coin discoveries, stories, and opportunities that could turn your curiosity into real wealth. And remember, every coin has a story, but some stories are worth a fortune, and this might just be one of them. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising modern coins that collectors are quietly hunting across the United States, the Liberty 1 cent 2013 D. A coin that most people overlook but in rare conditions can reach an astonishing market value of $779,373. And yes, you heard that right, this small copper-colored coin that passes through millions of hands every single day could actually be a life-changing discovery if you know exactly what to look for and understand its history, rarity, and the powerful forces driving its value in today's collector market. So let's begin by stepping back into the story of this coin. The 2013 D Lincoln cent was struck at the famous Denver Mint, one of the most important coin production facilities in the United States, carrying the small but powerful D mint mark that immediately tells collectors where it was born. And while millions of these coins were produced, not all are created equal, because within these massive production numbers lie extremely rare varieties, mint errors, and ultra-high-grade specimens that separate ordinary coins from extraordinary fortunes. Now the obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has been part of American coinage since 1909 and remains one of the most recognizable faces in the world. While the reverse in 2013 continues the Union Shield design introduced in 2010, symbolizing unity and strength. But here's where things get exciting, because collectors are not just looking at the design, they are searching for perfection and anomalies, coins that escape the mint with unique characteristics such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or even subtle variations in lettering and alignment. And these tiny details can transform a 1 cent coin into a high-value collectible worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially when graded at the highest levels like MS 68 or MS 69 by professional grading services. And when such a coin combines flawless condition with a rare mint error or low population report, the market demand skyrockets, creating intense competition among collectors and investors. Now let's talk about the current market, because this is where the real excitement lies. The coin market in recent years has seen a surge in interest, especially for modern rarities like the 2013 D penny, as collectors realize that valuable coins are not only from ancient history but can also be found in recent circulation. Auctions have shown that rare high-grade examples and error coins from this year can command astonishing prices, and the figure of $779,373 represents the peak potential value under the right conditions, meaning the right buyer, the right rarity, and the right certification all coming together in a perfect storm of demand. And this is why people across the country are now checking their spare change, coin jars, and bank rolls, hoping to discover this hidden gem. And what makes this even more fascinating is the accessibility, because unlike rare gold coins or centuries-old artifacts, the 2013 D Lincoln cent is still out there, possibly sitting unnoticed in everyday transactions, making it one of the most thrilling treasure hunts in modern numismatics. But remember, not every 2013 D penny is valuable. The key lies in condition, rarity, and unique features. So if you want to maximize your chances, you need to carefully inspect your coins under good lighting. Look for sharp details, strong luster, and any unusual markings or errors. And if you believe you have something special, getting it professionally graded can unlock its true value. And as we continue to see growing interest in coin collecting fueled by online marketplaces, auctions, and collector communities, the demand for rare modern coins like this is only expected to rise, pushing values even higher in the future. So this small 1 cent coin is no longer just pocket change, it is a symbol of opportunity, history, and hidden wealth waiting to be discovered. And here at Rare US Coins we bring you these incredible stories to help you stay ahead in the world of coin collecting. So make sure you stay tuned, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of a single penny, because your next coin could be worth a fortune. Today's story might completely change the way you look at the coins in your pocket, because we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins in circulation, the Liberty 1 cent 2016 D. A coin that many people ignore every single day, but collectors and smart investors are quietly hunting because under the right conditions this simple penny can be worth an astonishing $779,372. And yes, you heard that right, a coin with a face value of just 1 cent has shocked the market with jaw-dropping prices, and today we are going to uncover its history, its secrets, its rare features, and why collectors are willing to pay life-changing money for this tiny piece of copper-plated zinc. So stay with me till the end, because what you learn today could help you discover a hidden treasure in your own home or even in your spare change jar. Now let's start with the story behind the 2016 D Lincoln cent. Minted in Denver and marked with the famous D mint mark, this coin continues the long-running Lincoln cent series that began in 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected figures in American history. The obverse still carries the iconic portrait designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse features the Union Shield design introduced in 2010, symbolizing the unity and strength of the United States. And while millions of these coins were produced in 2016, making them seem common at first glance, the real story lies in the rare varieties and exceptional conditions that transform an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Now here is where things get exciting, because not every 2016 D penny is valuable, but certain rare examples can command incredible prices, especially those with minting errors, pristine condition, or unique characteristics that set them apart from the rest. Collectors are always searching for coins that have full red luster, flawless surfaces, and sharp strike details, and when a 2016 D cent is found in perfect mint state condition, graded at the highest levels, it becomes extremely scarce and valuable. But the real jackpot comes when you combine high-grade condition with rare errors such as double die obverse, where the lettering appears slightly doubled off, center strikes where the design is misaligned, or even die cracks and cuds that create unusual patterns on the coin. These errors are not just mistakes, they are prized by collectors because they make each coin unique, and when rarity meets demand, prices can skyrocket to unbelievable levels. Now let's talk about the market value, because this is what everyone wants to know. While most 2016 D pennies are only worth their face value or slightly more in circulated condition, the story completely changes when you enter the world of high-end coin collecting. Uncirculated coins with strong eye appeal can sell for several dollars, but when you reach the top tier of grading, where coins are nearly perfect, the value increases dramatically. And in extremely rare cases where a coin has a unique error combined with a perfect or near-perfect grade, collectors have paid up to $779,372, making it one of the most talked about modern penny valuations in recent times. And this is exactly why collectors and investors are paying close attention to modern coins, because unlike older coins that are already scarce, modern coins are still being discovered, meaning there is still a chance for anyone to find one of these valuable pieces. Now imagine this scenario: you are going through your loose change, maybe after shopping or cleaning your room, and you come across a shiny 2016 penny with a small D mint mark beneath the date. At first you might ignore it, but what if that coin has a rare error? What if it has never been circulated and still holds its original mint brilliance? What if that tiny coin is actually worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars? This is not just a dream, it is a real possibility, and it has already happened to collectors around the world who took the time to carefully examine their coins. Now let's break down what you should look for if you want to find a valuable 2016 D Lincoln cent. First, check the condition. The coin should have a bright red color with no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. Second, examine the details. Look closely at the lettering, especially the words Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as the date. If you notice any doubling or unusual thickness in the letters, you might have a double die error. Third, inspect the alignment of the design. An off-center strike can significantly increase the value of a coin. Fourth, check for any unusual marks, raised lines, or cracks. These could be die errors that make your coin unique. And finally, consider getting your coin professionally graded, because certification from a reputable grading service can confirm its authenticity and condition and greatly increase its market value. Now let's talk about why the 2016 D cent has gained so much attention in the collector market in recent years. One major reason is the growing interest in modern coins. As more people enter the hobby, they are looking for affordable coins with the potential for high returns. And the 20 Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where hidden treasures come to life and ordinary coins turn into extraordinary stories worth thousands of dollars. And today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and overlooked coins in American history, the Liberty 1 cent 1985, a coin that many people still